UFC Fight Night, Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree. Full card prediction. Starting with the prelims. Ending with the main event. We got Irina Alexlov versus Claudia Sagula. And I'm going Claudia Sagula because she's bad. All right, that's my explanation. All right, Claudia Segula is a baddie. Next, she got them kicks. You know what I'm saying? She throw down kicks. That's my like. Can you come? You know what I'm saying? Let me rock, bro. But let me stop. She did get KO'd by Melissa Mullins, and Alex Sleov is coming off a 2-year layoff, so I like Claudia to get it done. Alex Sleov, that 2-year layoff just throw me off. But we have Sinyoung KO, tough name, versus Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott was actually a part of the safe bet. Bro pulled out of his last fight. It is what it is. So my pick for this fight is Oban Elliott. He was I feel like he's gonna get it done again. SKO might even get finished here. I feel like Oban really isn't a finisher, but in this fight, I feel like he's gonna be able to finish homeboy. I don't know why. Something's telling me he's just gonna get the finish. Moving on up the card, we have Hamdi Habibullah versus Muhammad Usman. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure this is Kamar Usman's brother. But give me Hamdi. Hamdi looks like he ate a little bit too many cheeseburgers, but with that being scary, Muhammad Usman looks scary, right? He looks scary, but bro has pillow hands. And he just can't find a finish against decent comp in the heavyweight division. Not a good look. Usman will prefer to keep it standing. Hamdi has a wrestling background. He popped for PEDs, but bro just doesn't want to use the wrestling for some reason. So I don't really know how to feel about that. If someone doesn't want to use the wrestling and they're a wrestler, just throws up some red flags for me. But I will be picking Hamdi to get it done. If Hamdi actually lands some shots and uses his wrestling and doesn't try to strike with Usman, I could see him getting a finish or possibly winning a decision. Moving on up the card, we have Melissa Mullins versus Daria Zelenokova. What is that, bruv? It's a little tongue twister right there, but I'm going Melissa Mullins. Dara just got submitted by Aylin Perez in round 1. Aylin Perez, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but like, not a good look. Just give me Melissa Mullins. She's coming off a KO against Sigolov, the girl we just covered the first fight of the card. And she's solid, bro. Melissa Mullins is actually a solid fighter. Moving on up the card with Ismail Nardiev versus Jun Young Park. I'm going Park in this fight. I feel like Park just has more UFC experience, and it's pretty hard going Ismail because his only win is Bruno Silva. And Bruno Silva, no disrespect, bro, he's trash, right? I mean, he got washed. I think he gave Alex Pereira a good fight in his career when he was popping, but he's on a little bit of a skid, right? He got his head cracked, like he got his skull cracked in his recent fights. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sad to say, but I am going Jun Young Park. Bruno Silva is not the same. I gotta really see a little bit more of Ismail in the UFC. If he gets past Park, then that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because Park got robbed in his last fight. I'm forgetting the guy's name he lost to, but that was a robbery. And then the only person to give him problems in the middleweight division was RoboCop. And RoboCop's I don't even know how that guy makes 185. This is brolic ass, but he makes it for sure. And listen, man, give me Jun Young Park to get it done. Moving on up the card, we have Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azat Maxim. And I'm going Tagir. Azat, relatively untested. I don't know why they keep on giving Tagir these type of fighters, these up-and-comers, these newcomers. I mean, bro, he did the same thing last fight. I mean, bro, give this guy a ranked fighter or something. Like, bro, he just keeps on beating these jobbers, these new up-and-comers at flyweight. It is what it is, right? I mean, easy money for him. But I think this will most likely go to Tiger. Probably a master class as well. I'll probably go as far as say it's a master class. Azat beat only one guy in the UFC, and Nam is a can. Sorry to say, Nam is a can. Doesn't really have a chin. And he lost to Charles Johnson. So Maxim is pretty durable. Hasn't been finished, hasn't been submitted, but I wouldn't even be surprised if Tiger was able to just chin check that, if you know what I'm trying to say. Moving to the main card, we have Muhammad Naimov. We're flying through these, boys. We're flying through these. We have Muhammad Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. I'm going Muhammad Naimov, man. I'm going Muhammad Naimov. Bogdan Grad looked good in his last fight, don't get me wrong, but he KO'd Lucas Alexander. Lucas Alexander, LA lost athlete. Lucas Alexander, LA, losing again. Bro, like, Lucas Alexander, pack it up, bro. I don't even know. Maybe bro got cut from I don't know if he got cut from the UFC, but Bogdan, oh my God, what the fuck, bro? Bogdan's calves are insane. But anyway, give me Muhammad Naimov by fight. I mean, he's not the best fighter, right? Bogdan Grad, I feel like, has a little bit more finishing potential. But I can't really pick Bogdan Grad after that Lucas Alexander win. But yeah, Bogdan Grad is a decent grappler. And he got pretty decent ground and pound. But something about Muhammad Naimov, what he did to Khan Ofli, right? I'm not saying he did the best job against Khan Ofli, right? But I think he did a decent enough job. He looked nice in that fight. Just the movements were slick. And I feel comfortable picking him to get it done. Moving on to the card, we have two former underdogs of the week. This is painful right here. We have Nazim and Nicholas Mata. Nicholas Mata, the first underdog of the week. Sadly, I'm not picking him in this fight, though. I have Nazim. But I seen the disrespect of Mata at a plus 310. They did this to him in his last fight. It was like a plus 185. I snagged that up real quick. But it's just Nazim is too good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that weird TKO win in his last fight. But still, though, bro. Like, I think Nazim gets this done. He has, obviously, like, they're kind of pretty similar in height. Even though Mata looks shorter. Listen, brother, Nazim just kind of mixes it up a little more, and I feel like the kicks are going to give Mata a problem. Something's telling me those kicks are going to give Mata a problem. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mata does good in this, though, because he does good against taller opponents. So you can't really count Mata out, but I'm realistic, and I feel like Nazim has more ways to win. So the pick will be Nazim. Mata will definitely try to look to keep this on the feet. But I think those kicks are just going to give Mata a problem. Moving on to the card, we have Curtis Blaydes. This fight has been canceled and rebooked and booked and then canceled and booked and then canceled and booked and then canceled and recanceled. Bro, Curtis Blaydes is going to put a beating on this guy. Like, can we just see this fight already, bro? Curtis Blaydes is really about to beat the brakes off, bro. I'm so confident in Curtis Blaydes in this fight. He's losing to people that are champs, former champs. Like, he's not losing. It's like, bro, look at the resume, man. He's not gonna, bro, in 5 fights, they've all ended in KO'd. Either he's won 3 of those and lost to 2 of those. Those 2 losses, former champs, bro. I think one of his losses was to Jailton Almeida. Bro, Jailton Almeida is a tough matchup. But I think Curtis Blades is just gonna get it done again. I broke this fight down. Rizvan Kuniev, bro, he's just not tested. He's just fighting cans. He's knocking out these cans. He looks good on paper. I think it's gonna be a completely different story when it gets into the cage. Moving on up the card, we have Tofik Usayev versus Orbar. What for, chat? W mans, if y'all, you know what I'm saying? I gotta yawn, bro. Versus Medabek Orolbai. And this is gonna be an easy fight for Orolbai, bro. I don't know who, bro. And there's gonna be some hardcore talking about Tofik, man. Tofik gives a lot of people a lot of problems. Bro, who is Tofik, bro? Who is Tofik? Orolbai is giving good competition problems in the UFC. Real people problems in the UFC. He's a tough dude, bro. I don't even know how he survived his last fight, but he did. Bro, but he's like a cockroach, bro. You can fucking put his lights out. He's going to be there. He's going to be there, bro. Need I say more? Then we have Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. And then hold on, wait, I didn't even talk. Bro, Tofik is 35, bro. Tofik is 35. And Tofik is susceptible to getting submitted, bro. What are we saying? Anyway, Rafael Fiziev. I actually have Bahamondes in this fight, bro. Bahamondes is too damn tall for lightweight, bro. Too damn tall. Trains with Bilal out of Chicago. Rafael Fiziev, yeah, he fought a better comp and this and that. But then I feel like when we see him face to face, we're going to realize why Fiziev can and maybe should go to featherweight, bro. Because Fiziev can make that weight, man. He's always saying, oh, that the weight cut's pretty easy for me. This is that. Bahamondes is on a 3-fight finishing streak. Fiziev, his last win was in 2022. Bahamondes submitted Jalen Turner and sent bro to retirement. In the first round, he finished Manuel Torres in the first round. In all of his fights, I mean, at least the past 2, including this one, the past 3, including this one, the odds been close. The fight results have not been close. Jalen Turner and him, even bet. That did not look like an even bet. Him and Manuel Torres, he was actually the underdog in that fight. Didn't look like the underdog. In this fight, he's the underdog, and I think it's gonna be the same thing. He's not gonna look like the underdog. I don't know when Bahamondes is gonna get some respect, but I'm going Bahamondes. But don't get me wrong, people are gonna say, "Well, Bahamondes struggled with that Ludwig Klein fight, dude." Like, yeah, cool, he struggled with Ludwig Klein. I think bro worked on his craft enough. I think if they were a rematch, I think he beats Ludwig Klein. And, like, his only 2 losses are to that 5'8" height. So maybe Fiziev might find the answers, right? Because Fiziev has fought the better comp. Fought Justin Gaethje. Fought Justin Gaethje twice. And then, what do you know? In that fight, he was also the favorite against Justin Gaethje. Bro, I snagged Justin Gaethje up at that underdog money, bro. Had him as dog of the week. But, with all that being said, I feel like Bahamondes is a confident pick. Fiziev is on a 3-fight losing streak, even though that's the Gamrot and Justin Gaethje. 2 different mindsets get into that cage, and I like Bahamondes to get this one done. Moving on up the card, we have Jamahal versus Khalil Rountree. This is a 50-50 fight. I'm going Hill though. But Wilson, my co-founder, he's going Khalil Rountree. This is really up to you. Both these guys are tough dudes, and they can both get it done. This is literally a coin flip fight, in my opinion. I'm going Jamahal just because he lost to former champs. He lost to a former champ in Pereira and lost to a former champ in Yuri, and there's somehow this narrative that he sucks now. He might not have the KO power that Khalil Rountree has, but Khalil fought Pereira in a style that's not really his. Khalil's a little more patient. And with Pereira's fight, he had to be blitzy. He had to close that distance. He just had to be a little blitzy. He couldn't let Pereira just piece him up from the outside. And I feel like he'll get hated, but people forget he was a champ. He was a champ at a certain point. Like, I get it. He's also cringy. I get it. Like, people hit him, bro. This guy's cringy as hell. But he's still a good fighter. And if Khalil, maybe, if he comes out with that blitzy style again, maybe he might pose Jamahal some problems. But, bro, Khalil Rountree got his face rearranged, bro. Like, that was a bad TKO. Like, his chin is pretty solid for holding up all them fights, but I mean, for holding up all them punches. But, bro, that was a rearranged. Pereira rearranged Khalil Rountree's nose up. Give me Jamahal to get it done. I don't think by knockout, but it's so possible. You don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe Khalil Rountree opens up easier in this fight. Maybe Jamahal just gets. I mean, maybe his chin's gone. So many questions unanswered that are going to get answered. They're finally making this fight. I remember this fight was like booked and not booked and booked and not booked. And this is gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Finally, this fight is happening. Definitely excited to see this matchup. Let me know who you guys got in the comments below. Check out our bets. Winnable.com/the script. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out.